So we want to start doing something a little different for you all, at least once a week, unscripted.
This is something in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, and this was actually brought to my attention back in the end of September. Anytime anything crazy happens around here, everyone immediately tags me in it or sends it to me, and I love that you do that. Please keep doing that. So what had happened was a body was found over at the Lewiston landfill. And when that happened, there wasn't a lot of information. The police were staying pretty tight-lipped on this. A lot of reports said it was a woman. But one thing that the police were stressing is there was nothing suspicious about this. So that was just kind of weird for me. Like, how does someone not suspiciously end up in a landfill?
Yeah, like how do you accidentally dump yourself in a landfill?
So this was posted to our private Facebook group, which I encourage you all to join because there's a lot of great people there. And one of our listeners and patrons, Mark, brought it to our attention. Hey guys, they literally just found a young girl in a landfill on September 9th in Belmont, New Hampshire. And I was like, wait a minute. What if this is connected somehow? So, being me, started looking into the case in Belmont, found the young woman's name. Her name was Jessica Lurvey. She was 28 and she was from Laconia. And she was found at a Casella Waste transfer facility.
And the body that was found at Lewiston is also operated by Casella Waste. And turns out this person, Matthew Schofield, 29, also of Laconia, was Jessica Lurvey's fiance.
So I had some weird feelings about this when our body in Lewiston was discovered, Matthew here. And I looked up Jessica's Facebook, looked into it a little deep, looked into Matthew's Facebook, and there was a really strange last post.
So his last post was on September 6th. So this was 3 days before Jessica's body was found. And it is, I just want everyone to know that first I want to start by saying thanks everyone for helping make up my mind and where I need to go next. No, this isn't Matthew. This is his so-called future ex-wifey/girlfriend. And for everyone and anyone out there who enabled Matthew, again, I appreciate it. Not to mention I appreciate the lack of support system I have whether I'm in or out of rehab. And not to mention the fact that I have Matt call me and tell me what he said to me because of everyone else's choices. I hope you all feel great about yourself, and I know where I stand. Thank you. So again, if I relapse, it's not on me. Yes, it's my actions, but those actions were definitely helped by a lot of you today and tonight, and I hope everyone is happy with the way everything turns out because you guys have created what's to come next. So again, I appreciate it and thank everyone and love you all, and look at yourselves and thank yourselves for the outcome. Have a good one, and I love my kids forever and always, and thank you again, everyone. P.S. My actions were created by yours and others and Matthew. Thanks for what you said to me, and then hung up. We'll see who really cares, end quote.
So the comments get pretty wild where they're basically calling out Jessica for needing to get back into rehab. Her sister gets in there and gets really feisty.
And some people claiming that it's not her at all.
Yeah.
There's a thread of people saying that this can't be her. It doesn't sound like her. She doesn't repeat herself like that. There's one person that swears somebody put this there and I want to talk to that person.
Yeah, so it's just pretty crazy that this is the outcome. I had a feeling something might go this way. The only other outcome that I thought of was perhaps she committed suicide by overdose or some other means in a dumpster, and that's how she ended up there. And maybe this was a suicide note. But it doesn't explain how this is the last post on Matthew's page, and now he ends up in a Maine landfill.
Well, it's the last public post.
Right.
So he could have posted something else. Looking at this on here, nobody is really talking about Matthew. When he was found dead in a landfill, somebody posted, "What is going on? Why was he found too?" And people are just like, "I'm so sorry." Then they start tagging all these people to let them know. But that's really it. There's nothing else that's really found here. And when these bodies were found, all the official reports were saying this is not suspicious. This looks pretty suspicious to me. Maybe they don't mean suspicious as in a murder, but
I don't know, this post, if this were my Facebook page and someone made a post publicly and I'm still alive, I'm going to take it down.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He didn't, and he's not commenting in it. The last time he actually did a post, which I'm assuming was him, was on July 5th, and that was changing his profile picture.
I've seen no mention of him being reported missing. So let's say they both went missing at the same time. You think that would be reported. I mean, maybe they live alone and not a lot of people check up on them, but they have kids, and you think those kids go to school and stuff like that. I just have a hard time believing that he wouldn't have been reported missing.
What's really strange to me is I heard that he was missing from Mark, our patron, but I didn't see it reported anywhere else that he was missing.
Yeah, so we only heard about that from word of mouth. Usually when somebody gets reported missing, there's some news clipping about it. I mean, I'd be crazy to think everyone gets reported missing, but usually here in Maine, when we see like, oh, somebody went missing, it's usually either somebody who's very old that has dementia and wandered off, or it's a younger person they want to recover immediately. I don't know if somebody like this who's a little bit closer to our age potentially, if those are brought to light as much.
Right. And I mean, Laconia is not really that far away from us. This is where we go to Fun Spot. All that really goes
It's
on.
like 2 hours and 15 minutes from us.
The only thing that goes on in Laconia is the annual bike week and Fun Spot. And then if you like boating, there's the lake.
There's Weirs Beach, yeah.
Yeah. So I did also want to note, I don't know that this is tied to it or anything, but Jessica's last public post on Facebook was from December 2nd, 2020. And it was also a little bit bizarre. So it says, "Mommy loves you. You will always be in my hearts forever and always." Then it gives her kids' initials. "Mommy will never forget you. I hope you remember me. I love you more than you'll ever know."
I mean, I don't think that this is directly related to what happened now, but it lends to the idea that she hurt herself or that this is something she had thought about for a while. I don't know if she's attempted before or anything like that, but it is worth mentioning for those that wonder if she was murdered or not.
But yeah, this is definitely something that is developing. We're going to keep our eyes out on it because we definitely feel this is suspicious. And
we'll put some links below. Let us know what you think happened here. Do you think this was a murder-suicide? What do you think happened to Matthew? What do you think the circumstances are here? Because I rightly don't know.
Yeah, cause of death has not been released in either of their cases.
And why would his be found in Lewiston? So I'm not really familiar with how waste transfer works, and we don't know anybody in waste transfer that we could have hit up and asked questions on before this, but is it common for trash to enter the waste system and then it get brought to 2 different states? That's what I don't get.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd have some sort of facility, at least near Laconia.
Yeah, so knowing nothing else, my layman's first thought is, okay, did he drive himself to Maine? Or did somebody bring him to Maine? That's what I don't understand here. It's more suspicious that he was found in Maine, whereas she was found in New Hampshire, compared to if they were both found in New Hampshire. That would make more sense than this.
I have some alleged thoughts. What if this is someone who they upset that works in waste management who thought they wouldn't be found?
I guess that would explain why some people think that it wasn't her that wrote that post. Though I believe it was her sister made a post saying, hey, she was probably on drugs when she wrote this, so of course she's going to be incoherent.
Right.
I don't know. Hopefully we find answers soon. This gets solved soon. If somebody else is responsible for this, hopefully they are brought to justice. And we will keep you updated on this.
Yeah, I just feel really, really bad for her kids, her family, both of their families. It's just very sad. Nobody deserves to have their loved one found in the trash like that.
Not at all.
Horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it for today. For those that have asked, yes, you're getting a special bonus to the Christiana Fesmeyer case. This Monday, we have a interview that we did with Vin from Vin and Sorry. It is a all video podcast. So it's the first one we've ever done.
Yes, I highly suggest everyone do listen to this on YouTube because, it's our first video.
Yeah, and you get to see us visually. Don't you want to know what we look like?
Right?
Maybe this might be a video killed the radio star type of thing.
You get to see all my interesting reactions to everything.
Yes. All right, until Monday, we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.